Salutations fam, this is Dark Slayer Reem here, and in today's video I am going to be doing a bit of a tourney recap, but also doing a deck profile for the deck that I used at that tourney. So I was at the local. I won 4-0, won 2-0 against Orcus, 2-0, not 2-0. Actually, yes, it was 2-0. 2-0 against 6Sam OTK, 2-1 against Rocket Dragonlink, and 2-1 against Mystic Mine. One of the games, like the end to the game was just like the most anime thing ever, and I'm definitely gonna kind of show you guys what happened. But without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile for this. And the best part about it is that this is a deck that I kind of threw together for fun. I didn't expect it to be anything super competitive, but it's just I threw it together because I wanted to have fun, and it ended up winning me the tournament. So yeah. So to start things off, I am of course playing triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. Like I said, it's going to be a staple in pretty much every deck profile I do. Triple Blue Eyes. So yeah, and then I am running the new spice, because I pulled it yesterday, or not yesterday. Well, actually, yeah, yesterday. I pulled the one Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, and I'm also running the one Dragon Spirit of White. This card is amazing. I love this card so much. But yeah. And then you think I'm done with the Blue Eyes cards, but no. This is the real spice. I am running 3 copies of Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. So yes, it's like I put together a Chaos Max deck because I wanted to have fun, but it was it ended up being amazing. So yeah, 3 copies of that. And then for our consistency stuff, I'm running, 3 copies of Sage with Eyes of Blue. It's another card that's really amazing. It just helps turbo everything through the deck. It's a very good card, and I'm very glad I had this card. Anyway, 3 copies of Sage. And then I'm running my stones. I'm running 3 copies of the White Stone of stones in total. And then we have, the copies of Sage. So it's these are something I'll see whenever I need to. And then White Stone of Ancients also gives me that recursion that I need for late game stuff when I need to get stuff back so I can, go ahead and end the duel. And it allows me to recycle alternatives, so that's really good. And then I'm running 3 normal summons. Sage is also a normal summon, but I'm running the one Senju, the one Manju, and the one Sonic Bird. And these are just cards that were in my box, so I just I guess I'll toss them in there. And it didn't ever it didn't end up being a problem where I would just have the wrong thing for I needed, and you'll understand why as we get into the spell cards. So actually no, I got 2 more monsters actually. So I'm running the one Dino Wrestler Pankratox and the one Gizmek Orochi. Level 8, so it's trade in fodder, and then you can trade in, draw 2, special summon for going to be it for the monsters, I think. Yes, that's it for the monsters. But now we move on to the spells. I am running 3 copies of Trade-In. This card it's amazing. I love this card so much. I've got 1 billion targets for Trade-In, so this card is never dead, and it just helps me turbo through my deck. And then, oh, no, don't want to knock the camera over. My bad. And then I'm also running the 2 copies of Cards of Consonance. Because I'm running Sage and I'm also running 5 stones, this card is also rarely dead. There was one game in particular where I drew 8 cards in a single turn. Next, I am running 3 copies of Chaos Form. So, I thought about running, Advanced Ritual Art as well, but it actually is dead a lot of the time because of how quickly I turbo through the deck. Very often the Blue Eyes don't end up in the deck anymore. So, and then the 3 Chaos Form, it's it's still good. A lot of times when I want to summon Chaos Max, if I have Chaos Form, I got it. So yeah, 3 copies of Chaos Form. And then we're running 3 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords. Yeah, monster, blow stuff up with alternative, and then, like, you know, if your stuff gets threatened, you can banish it. Not that Chaos Max needs the protection. No, hilariously enough, though, like, the whole, like, Chaos Max being unable to be destroyed by card effects actually did not come up at all. But yeah, and then I'm also running the one Monster Reborn. You know, it's just another extender, another revival card. And then I'm running a lot of board breaker cards. A couple board breaker cards. Running the one Raigeki, you know, wipe the field. Running 2 copies of Mind Control, because this is a going second deck. This is, like, you know, almost purely a going second deck. This deck doesn't like going first. And then the 1 copy of Super Poly, because I only have 1 copy of Super Poly. And, you know, it doesn't matter because, you know, I got that protagonist power and I just top deck whatever I need regardless. And then, last but not least, we're running triple Called by the Grave. So, yeah, that is it for the main deck. Now we shall move on to the extra deck. So, for the extra deck, I am running, you know, Super Poly targets. We got Starving Venom, Dragostapelia, Borreload Furious Dragon, and Salamangreat Violet Chimera. These are my Super Poly targets. I'm running Borreload Furious Dragon because I'm greedy, and if I happen to fight Dragon Link and I Super Poly, you know, not only do I wipe their board, but then Borreload Furious Dragon is another, like, you know, disruption slash, you know, helps clear boards and things like that. And yeah, but you definitely don't need to play Borreload Furious Dragon because Starving Venom, you know, serves the exact same purpose. Yeah, and then I am playing one more fusion and card. I didn't summon this a single time. It's, you know, it's a good-ish card. I mean, you know, it's monster removal. It's monster removal, but it's like, I didn't summon it a single time. And now we move on to the synchros. I'm running 1 copy of Vermilion Dragon Mech, banish the tuner, pop a card. Very good. And then I'm running the 1 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and the 1 Azure Eyes. Yeah, sometimes, you know, after they realize I'm going second deck, they're going to force me to go first. And that actually did happen versus Orcus. They forced me to go first, and I was just like, oh no, I'm not going to get to play. But you know, I did end up winning the game anyway, so it was fine. A Cypher Blade package. Cypher Blade package, Galaxy Eyes number 90. Running the 1 Full Armor, and then the 1 Cypher Blade. So yeah, it's just, you make this a lot, like, this is probably the most common one that I make, because, you know, when I'm about to enter the battle phase, I'll typically want to make this just to, like, you know, just to ensure that I'll, you know, get that kill, because I want to be able to stop things like Swift Scarecrow and Nibiru, because a lot of times, like, you know, people will wait until, like, the end of your combo when you're about to, like, enter battle or, like, end your turn, and then they'll Nibiru you. So, like, being able to just drop this, and, you know, Nibiru's not, you know, relevant anymore, so that's really good. And then, last but not least, I'm running my Link monsters. I'm running the 1 Link Karibo, and the 1 Borrelsword Dragon. Yeah. There was one game in particular where I had, like, so interesting enough, like, when you, like, I do the IP play and I go into Borrelsword, and then this card just becomes so amazing. And, like, one game I had, like, Borrelsword, like, 3 Chaos Max. It was so ridiculous. Drawing 8 cards is really broken. And now we are going to move on to the side deck. 15 card side deck is pretty much just my standard side deck list. Running the 2 Gameciel, triple Lancia, triple Dark Ruler No More, double Silent Graveyard, double Twin Twisters, double Typhoon, and the 1 Red Reboot. Yes, pretty standard side deck. Helps me, you know, deal with most matchups that I have to play. So yeah, side deck is pretty standard. Yeah, Kaijus are amazing. This card is broken. So yeah, now I'm gonna, like, go over I'm gonna, like, recreate the scenario from the game where I, like, had the anime comeback, basically. So yeah, let me go ahead and set that up.
Sky Slasher. see her reading the effect. That's good.
Alright, so to give some context, this is a recreation of the game that I had at the tournament where I had that crazy, ridiculous anime combo, comeback, whatever. So, to give context, this is Game 3. Game 3. He doesn't know what I'm playing, or rather, he does know that I'm playing Blue Eyes, but he doesn't really know what I'm playing yet, because I haven't actually used Chaos Max to win a game at this point in the set. Game 1 I won, Game 2, well, I just got bodied, and now it's Game 3. So, it is Dragon Link. Dragon Link has Darkness Metal Dragon, and 2 face down back row. So yeah, opponent has Hieratic Seal on the board, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 2 back row, and 1 card in hand. I have 5 cards in hand because it is my first turn. And now, so my opening hand is Senju of the Thousand Hand, Sage's Eyes of Blue, Chaos Form, Alternative, and the White Stone of Ancients. So now it is my turn, and I draw for turn. And in the draw phase,
I activate Imperial Order, and then I change
up by banishing the top 8 cards from the deck. So basically, what has effectively happened is that Imperial Order has been activated, and it's been chain blocked by the Silent Graveyard, and then the Silent Graveyard was chain blocked by the Gizmek Orochi. And the card I drew for turn is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, if you remember what I just mentioned in my starting hand, I now have some plays I can make. So, reveal the Blue Eyes White Dragon to special summon the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Then I activate the effect of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon to target the Hieratic Seal to destroy it. Hieratic Seal will then chain to tribute itself to target a card on the field and bounce it back to the hand. So Alternative gets bounced back to my hand, and then because Hieratic Seal was tributed, it will special summon a monster from the deck. So the monster special summon from the deck is going to be Galactic Spiral Dragon in defense mode. And then, because it was summoned off of the effect of Hieratic Seal, its stats go to 0. Now, at this point, I normal summon the Senju of the Thousand Hands. Senju's effect will activate, and I get to add 1 ritual monster from my deck to my hand, and I am going to add the Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon to my hand. Then, I will activate the effect of Sage with Eyes of Blue to discard it, to send the Senju from the field to the graveyard to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from the deck. The monster that I choose is going to be the Dragon Spirit of White. Dragon Spirit of White will then activate to target the Imperial Order, and then I will chain block it by tributing it and sending it to the graveyard to special summon, so it can't be negated, and then Imperial Order gets banished. So now I can activate Chaos Form to tribute the alternative in my hand to special summon Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Then I enter the battle phase and I attack the Galactic Spiral Dragon, dealing 8,000 points of damage and winning the game. And yeah, that was basically how top decking Blue Eyes White Dragon allowed me to play through Imperial Order, chain blocked by Silent Graveyard, chain blocked by Gizmek Orochi, while also having to deal with Hieratic Seal. So that is going to be it for the combo. This has been Darkslayer Reem. Thank you very much for watching, and have